Hello students, my name is Gretchen Potts. I will be your instructor for Art 101 this semester. I'm going to give you a quick intro about me, myself, the class, and go over Canvas and how to navigate through Canvas. I will also post a video shortly about the syllabus. I will read the syllabus for you, clarify some things in case you have questions. First and foremost, my name is Gretchen. You can call me Gretchen or Professor Potts, either one. I have been teaching art history for many years at different campuses. I teach the same class here as I teach at Cal State Fullerton. This is where I teach most of my classes. I'm a working artist. I teach studio classes as well, such as sculpture, ceramics, 3D design. I am a mother to 2 kids who hopefully are respecting my time of recording, but at times you might see one pop through. I also have 3 dogs in the house, so occasionally you might hear one barking in the background. My kids are age 14 and age 10. My 14-year-old boy is named Brandon, and my soon-to-be 11-year-old daughter is named Kennedy. And you can find out a little bit more about me in the Introduce Yourself section, your first assignment for the class, and I'll show you where that is. Okay. So I'm going to share screen and give you a little bit of a tour of Canvas, because this is where all your information, assignments, lectures will be posted for the class. This class is completely asynchronous, which means that we will have no live meetings. I do have an hour set aside during the week for a live office hour, which I will show you that as well. If you need to speak to me, that's the easiest way. But other than that, everything will be online. I will post lectures, I will post assignments, announcements. We don't have any live meeting. This class is completely asynchronous. So I'll show you. Show you our Canvas page here. Okay, I'm actually going to go into student view because that's my view. It makes it a little confusing for you. Okay. So I've tried to make everything as streamlined as possible, meaning that you can get to everything from the home page. Okay. I just find this easier than have to click around to everything on the left-hand side. Okay. Yes, you have access to all these things on the left-hand side, but all your major components, all the major things you'll need to click on or find will be linkable from the home page. Now, this is just an example page, so if this is not your class number, don't panic. Okay? I know what class number you're in. Okay? So this is just an example page. Okay, now one thing I do want you to know is, one, if you haven't had or worked with Canvas extensively before, there's some great YouTube videos that can help you along, especially if you have a specific question about how to post something or how to upload a file. Believe me, I use it all the time. I was just on YouTube a little while ago because there's something specific I want to do and trying to figure that out. I find that much more helpful than the Canvas help site, because you've got somebody showing you, and it's a little more specific. It's a little more navigational to get through, to be able to navigate through. So if you are new to Canvas, that's something I highly suggest. Don't be afraid to look it up if you can't figure out how to do something. Okay. The other thing is, if you're using your phone, the app on your phone, which is helpful, you can read announcements and things like that. It doesn't launch from the home page. Okay. When you go on your laptop or your computer, it will launch from or your tablet. It launches from the home page. It goes directly to the home page. On your phone, you have to scroll down on the left side over here on the left and go to home page. There's a home page link. So on your phone, don't panic that it doesn't look exactly like this. It's there, you just have to click on it first. Okay, so as you can see, there's on the right-hand side, you'll have what's due or when it's due. One thing I really want you to pay attention to, make sure that you're noticing due dates and times. Because we're asynchronous, I won't be making live announcements, so you're gonna have to really pay attention to the time and the date that things are due. And my suggestion would be, put a reminder on your computer, a reminder on your phone to make sure you get that finished and turned in on time. Okay. So over here on the right, things that are due. There's a welcome message from me. Okay. And these all in blue are links. And like I said, I try my best to make everything a link so it's easy to get to. Okay, so there's a little message here about the class format, schedule, things like that, things you'll need. Go back to the home page. I'll let you read that on your own. I'm not going to read it out loud to you. This link right here will link you and let you download the syllabus, which I will do on my next video. I'm going to download the syllabus and read the high parts for you, the most important parts. I really want you to read over it and listen to me read over it. I don't have grand illusions that you're all going to do that, but what I do need you to understand is this is your class contract, and because we're not speaking live every day, I really need you to understand what's expected of you out of the class. Okay? So make sure you read over the syllabus. If you have any questions, watch the syllabus video. It will help you understand what is expected of you. I have a getting started link here. It just tells you again what I just said. Make sure you're clear about the syllabus, and then kind of what I will be doing in the first week. Posting a introduction, which I'm doing now, or the syllabus video. And then there you have one assignment already for this week. It is an introduce yourself. So if you click on that, and again, these are all links. So your syllabus, you can link to it right from there. Introduce yourself. Usually when I post an announcement in the announcements section, I will link the announcement. I will link in the announcement whatever I'm talking about. So if I'm saying, hey, I posted an assignment, I will put a link to that assignment. Okay? So again, I'm just trying to make it as navigational with ease for you as possible. Okay. Now, this is an introduce yourself assignment. You can't access it right now, or I can't access it right now until Saturday. So I'm going to leave the student view. I go back into my view so I can show it to you. Basically, I just want you to introduce yourself to everybody in the class. So we will be doing kind of back and forth discussion boards. So it's good if you know a little bit about people in the class. Okay? So what I want you to do is post a picture of yourself, or you and your dog, or you and your family, or whatever, your kids, your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever that may be. And tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Okay? So I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I shared my story with you. One thing that I'm very, very, very specific about is that we do not judge other people. Okay? This is not about, and doesn't give you a platform to say that you don't agree with something. Everybody is their own individual person, and you need to be respectful of that. Okay? If you don't agree with something, you don't like something that somebody does, you don't like their how they present themselves as a person, or you have a disagreement with how they live their lives or their beliefs, that is for you to deal with and you to keep to yourself. Okay? As long as they aren't hurting a specific person, as long as they're not hurting people, then that's not for you to judge. Okay? So please keep that in mind. Okay? So I want you to post, so I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to make sure you feel comfortable being open. But if you don't feel comfortable sharing something, that's perfectly fine too. So here I have, and I'm going to let everybody read this. I put a little bit about me, my personal life, my artwork, my teaching, and then I put a couple of pictures here. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to go in and you hit next, and it will give you a platform to upload your own little bit of information and your own photographs. Then I would like for you to read at least 15 other people's works. Like I said, 15 other people's posts, and respond to them. Hey, I like, I don't know, I like Disney princesses too. I don't know, whatever whatever your thing is. Okay? Or, hey, that's a neat way. I've never thought about thinking like that. I really admire you, blah, 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 whatever. Okay? Just something to get to know people in class a little bit, because as we do these dialogue or discussion pages, it gives you a little better understanding of who people are. Okay? Even though we're disconnected and doing this class asynchronously, we will have times where we communicate, whether it's, virtually back and forth. So I want you to just kind of be, have a visual image of who you're speaking to. Okay? So that is the introduce yourself. That's your first assignment for the class. Do a little intro of yourself, respond to 15 of your fellow classmates. Again, this is worth 30 points, so make sure that you're doing both parts of that. Okay? Introduce yourself, respond to some classmates. Okay? At least 15. You can do more if you want to, entirely up to you. Okay, so that's your first assignment. You can also link to that by clicking on assignment. It will take you right to it. Don't let all this scare you. This is my view. Actually, I'm going to turn that. We'll go back to your view. That way it's less confusing for you. Back to student view. Okay. It's not going to let me view it the same way because I don't have access to be a student. Okay? Here you would see the same thing, okay? And you'll see all your assignments as well. Announcements will be posted here. I will do announcements several times a week saying, I posted this. This is your assignment for this week. Test coming up, things like that. Here is my office hour. I do office hours live for you on Thursdays from 10 to 11. Okay. If you need to speak with me about something in depth or something particular, this is the easiest way to do it. Emailing me. A lot of times I will respond to emails. I'm getting a lot of them from students, so sometimes it's easier to speak to you live, especially it's something that's, a little bit longer conversation than, hey, whatever. Hey, if you've got a question about something, if you're confused about something, this is a good place to go if you really need to speak to me. Okay? If you can't meet during those hours, if you've got a live class during then, or you're working or whatever, email me, we'll figure something out. Okay? We'll figure it out via email, or I'll tell you, hey, let's get on an alternate Zoom time and we can work that out. This is a very important part of the homepage, 3 before me. What this means is try 3 things to get your answer before me. Okay? So I just mentioned that I'm getting a lot of emails. Oh, I hear a dog. I just mentioned that I'm getting a lot of emails. So sometimes the easier questions, I prefer if you try to either figure it out yourself from looking on Canvas, looking on the syllabus, or asking one of your classmates. They can be really helpful. So what I've done is I've created a discussion board. And what this is it's just basically a way for you to ask your fellow students if they understand something that you're confused about. Do we answer it like this? What time was the exam going to be posted? Okay, things like that. Okay, simple things that aren't, I'm having trouble and I need the professor's help. It's, I'm confused about something simple and I need a little bit of feedback. Okay, this is a great way to do that. I check these 2, therefore I look to see if everybody's got the information right or if your question has been answered. It also helps because other people may have the same question, and so it's here. Okay? So if you're confused about something easy in class, or you have a question about something simple, again, Canvas, okay, homepage, announcements and links, syllabus, okay, read that if that can be helpful for a lot of your questions. And then 3 before me, post your question here before you choose to email me. Okay. Now, again, if it's something personal, like you're sick, you have a child that's sick or something's going on with you, those are things you either want to get in my office hours for, and we can do a breakout room so we're in a different area so that you aren't live with everybody else in the office hours, or email me. Okay. Okay. And that's pretty much our home page. Like I said, everything is linkable from here. Okay? You can get to everything in class from this. And I've tried to make it fun with images, so it's easy and it's understandable. Okay? And like I said, when I do add announcements, I will put a link to the assignment or to the discussion board or to the videos in there so that like I said, want to make it as easy as possible for you. Okay? Okay, my next video that I'll post will be reading the syllabus. I know that's no fun. It's no fun for me either, but we need to read it so we understand the, what your expectations are for getting through the class, understand the format and kind of how I work. So I'll post that next. I hope everybody has a great semester. I am definitely here for help. Please contact me. Get on here 3 before me. Email me if you have any problems or questions, okay? I look forward to getting to know all of you. I hope that all of you visit my office hours at some point. It's a little weird for me to be teaching like this. I'm usually very hands-on and very active in the classroom discussions and things like that. So it's definitely different for me. So I would love to see you during office hours at some point, okay? Welcome.